Match week 6 of the 23-24 Premier League season has concluded. I'm Sideline Sedo. I'm going to give you a recap of all the events and fixtures from a honestly wacky weekend of Premier League football. As always, comment down below what you think of match week 6, game week 6, whatever you want to call it. We'll look at the fixtures. We'll see how I did in my FPL team, and we'll get straight into things. Like the video if you end up enjoying. Starting with Crystal Palace versus Fulham, I predicted a 2-all draw. It was 0-0. So not much really to write home about. I don't know if Roy Hodgson was touchline. That's something I'll look into for the next video. But, just a fairly boring 0-0. I predicted a draw, so that's one correct prediction for a result. And the next one was also a correct prediction. I predicted a 1-1 Luton and Wolves draw. I got it. It was a 1-1 draw, and Luton get some points, which is always nice. They got some points at home against Wolves, which is definitely something that they'll be happy about. I believe that I predicted Morris to score as well, but I'm not sure. I did predict Cunha to score for Wolves. There was a red card here for Jean Richard Bellegarde. But yeah, so two out of two for the first couple of predictions. Next prediction was a 5-0 win for Man City, and it wasn't quite a 5-0. And as you'll see later in the video, my FPL team kind of paid the price for it. But I predicted 5-0. It was 2-0. There was a red card in here as well. Few red cards actually across the fixtures this weekend. But Nottingham Forest, they don't do too well at the Etihad. The Etihad is not an easy place to go. They'll be pretty happy probably to go down to Manchester and, only lose 2-0. But the red card actually surprisingly came to Rodri. It was a straight red, if I'm not mistaken. So that means he's going to miss 3 matches. Rodri's been instrumental for Man City for weeks and weeks and months and years now. So losing him is going to be tough for 3 matches. He's playing there alongside Mateus Nunes, but I would imagine John Stones or somebody will come in and play that role just fine. Man City has depth. Next is Brentford versus Everton, which I predicted a 2-0 or a 2-1, I should say. Brentford win. I was wrong. I was so wrong. It was actually a 3-1 win to Everton. So 3 out of 4 so far. Everton got a goal from Abdoulaye Doucouré in the 6th minute. Then Jensen equalized, and Tarkovsky ended up getting a goal to go ahead in 67th, thanks to assist from Dwight McNeil. He also got an assist on the Doucouré goal. And then Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored for Everton, which will be a big boost for Everton. They need some goals, and they got a win here against Brentford, a side that is not easy to play against away. That's a pretty big win for Everton, all things considered. So, credit to them, I guess. Next, I predicted a 2-0 Man United win against Burnley. Predicted Fernandes and Garnacho to score. Only Fernandes scored, but United win. And, definitely a needed win. They had less possession than Burnley. This wasn't a match that I ended up catching yesterday. I was live for my EAFC Ultimate Team Road to Glory, Episode 2. Episode 3 will be in the coming days or weeks, but, stay tuned for that. But I will be live, probably by the time you're seeing this, with EAFC Career Mode, Create a Club, Sideline SC, Sideline Sporting Club. So check that out if that interests you. Episode 1 will be probably like an hour and a half stream where I set up some stuff and we get into things. And then from there, there'll be kind of intermittent episodes of the two, the Ultimate Team and the Career Mode, Create a Club. But Man United win, so that's huge for them. Credit to them. And yeah, they needed that win. They got a clean sheet. And I predicted them to win. So that's 4 out of 5, I believe, right? Yeah, 4 out of 5 with the predictions so far. But keeps going. 5 out of 6. I predicted a 2-all draw in the North London derby. I predicted Bukayo Saka to score, Trossard to score. He didn't score. Saka scored a goal, and there was an own goal that ended up going the way of Christian Romero, and then I predicted Son to score as well as Richarlison, but no, only Heung-min Son scored. Hold the Richarl. That was a horrible joke. It's act like I didn't say it. Please. But yeah, so 2-2 draw. I watched this match live. Was kind of following it. Tottenham apparently were the far better side overall. Arsenal looked better in the first half, but Tottenham really grew into the game and they took advantage of that and ended up, going to the Emirates and taking a point, which is a huge, huge accomplishment for them ahead of the match against Liverpool, which is their next fixture. Arsenal probably going to be annoyed that they, didn't finish off some of their chances. They had more shots on target. Equal kind of match though, all in all things considered. But yeah, so 5 of 6. And then it continues. I predict a 4-1 Brighton win. They won 3-1. Own goal from Kirkes, brace from Matoma, and Solanke. I also predict them to score. He did score. And so that's really nice to see, honestly. That's what, 6 out of 7? But it becomes 6 out of 8 because I predicted a 1-1 Chelsea and Aston Villa draw. Chelsea lost. By the way, I have a video up on Chelsea's kind of state, so to speak. Check that out. It just went up today, probably around like 1:45-ish. So yeah, go check that out. Just a shocking state of affairs for Chelsea. If you want to see all my thoughts on the match and just them as a whole, go check out that video. But things are looking bad. We'll look at the table as well. Once I'm done with the predictions. Then I predict a 4-2, which means I'm 7 of 9 here. I predicted a 4-2 win for Liverpool and they end up winning 3-1. So as a Liverpool fan, can't be mad about that. I was live for this match alongside the Arsenal-Tottenham match. So yeah, check out the stream if you want to see my reactions to the Salah, Nunez, and Jota goals. But yeah, very, very solid match there, not gonna lie. Then Sheffield United versus Newcastle. I got this one right, but I mean, technically I'm 8 out of 10 with results, like win, lose, or draw. But scoreline wise, I'm so off on this. Projected a 2-0 win to Newcastle. They won 8-0. But I think that this might be a blessing in disguise for me. I predicted Paul Heckingbottom to be the first manager to get to get sacked. Sheffield will get relegated, probably. But I predicted Heckingbottom to get, sacked first. And as it stands, he very well might. It's not looking good for Sheffield right now. Not really much to. They had 22 shots, 15 on target. Wow. 9-1. Wow. That's awful by Sheffield. But yeah, if he gets sacked, that'd be pretty nice. But for my prediction, not for him, obviously, or for Sheffield, but 3 yellow cards in the match. Their defenders too did not make things any easier. But yeah, that's my predictions. I did decent. 8 out of 10. Let's look at the league table and then we'll check my fantasy team out for this past week. League table, please. There we go. So as things stand, after 6 match weeks, City are clear at the top. 6 matches played, 18 points, 6 wins. Liverpool, 6 matches played, 16 points. Then you have Brighton, who's got 6 matches played, 15 points in a solid third. And then 4th and 5th are the North London sides, Tottenham and Arsenal. Arsenal are behind on goal difference by 3, and Tottenham are on 14 points in 4th. Arsenal in 5th. Villa in 6th. Nice performances by them recently. West Ham in 7th. Sure, they lost, but to move up a bit is definitely a nice boost for them. And then, Chelsea. Not looking good. United improving to 9th place. Newcastle have climbed all the way up into 8th. Improved their goal difference by a lot. They're in a solid spot there relatively for how poorly they started. United are looking to rebound after that win against Burnley. Chelsea doing rubbish. Brentford doing worse than I think a lot of people are kind of gauging them as. Like, you would expect that they'd be doing better at this point in the season, but not quite. And yeah, these bottom three teams really need to get their act together because they're bound to get relegated at this rate. So my fantasy team, I triple captained. I did it. And I triple captained Holland, and he only scored a single goal. But as it stands, yeah, I've kind of fallen down in the ranks a bit to 733,000. Tough week. But my points overall, Leno got 10, Botman got 12, Cash got 6, 5 for Dean, 5 for Estupinian. Tough performances from Odegaard and Szoboszlai in terms of fantasy, and Alvarez and Diaby, but my players that hit. Salah got 7, Holland got 18. I know I triple captained them, but still, it's an okay week. Not the best, not the worst. Definitely decent for grand scheme of things in terms of like average points and stuff, but needs a lot of improvement, and we'll figure that out in my preview. As always, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned for more content. Check the EAFC Creative Club Sideline SC if you so please. I'll be live with that probably by the time this video's up. And once again, thank you so much for watching. I'm Sideline Sedo. Peace.